Hello and welcome to the 16th lesson in the Krav Maga Classes Online Structured Krav Maga Development course. If you've got this far, okay, this is tantamount to your effort and perseverance, and it's absolutely fantastic, okay? So congratulations for getting this far, all right? This session obviously is going to contain, technical content revision on all of those things. But at this point right now, you should look back over that entire 16-week period that you've been doing this training and really, congratulate yourself for getting this far. Okay. Obviously, once we complete this session, you go back to the beginning and you're going to do the same thing again and review the sessions as you go through to make sure that all of the elements of the course that you've been practicing are fully embedded in what you do and that you can recall them and practice them with your partner or on your own. So, fantastic. Right. So this session, we are going to do a total of 300 press-ups. Okay, halfway through the course we did 200, and now we're going to do 300. 400 is probably a little bit too much, but 300 is good. So then we can work on doing 30 press-ups on each of the section areas that we work on, and I'm sure that will be fine. Okay, so we're going to start our warm-up in about a minute. So get yourself nicely loosened up, and off you go. Okay. Okay, right, so feet together, hands by the sides, bow in, and jogging on the spot. Nice and easy, nice and relaxed. Deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth. Back forward and backwards. Side to side. And jogging. Hands up to the side, roll the wrist forwards. Get the breathing going nicely in through the nose, out through the mouth. Back the other way. Arms forwards now. Up the back, breathing in, down the front, breathing out. Up at the front, breathing in, down the back, breathing out. When you start to, now as you rotate the arms, push your fingers in the direction where they're pointing, really stretch your shoulder joints from the full motion. And jogging. Back forward and backwards again. Side to side. And jogging. Okay, jumping jacks for me. Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Jogging. Twists. And jogging. Okay, circling round to the left when I say go. change, 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 and jogging. Okay, one step forward, one step back, palms up. Striking forwards, start to lengthen the steps with your legs, punches, palms, finger strokes, hands always coming back to the shoulders. And jogging. Okay, when I say down, drop down, when I say up, jump up. Down, up, up, down, down, up, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. Okay, start there, shake your legs out. Chin to your chest. Looking down. And up. And down. And up. Look to the right. And left. Look to the right. And left. Up to the right. And to the left. Up to the right. And down to the left. Up to the left. Down to the right. Up to the left. And down to the right. Hands on your hips, tilt your hips up the front. Up to the right. Up the back, and left, keep going round in a circle, rotating your hips, tilting your hips using your core, keep your shoulders and head where they are. Back the other way. Really get that tilt in, see if you can feel that stretch on the base of your spine. Okay, feet together on your knees. Head up, back straight, forwards and backwards. Keep heels on the floor. Rotating clockwise and anti-clockwise. Okay. Right foot on the floor, left knee up, parallel to the floor. Rotating clockwise, anti-clockwise. Looking to the left, nice and slowly. Leg out and balance, rotating clockwise, anti-clockwise. Foot back down again, okay? Balance on the left foot, right knee up parallel to the floor, rotating clockwise, anti-clockwise. Looking to the right, slowly bring the leg up, push out, and balance. Rotating clockwise, and anti-clockwise. Okay, foot back down again. Okay, hand jogging. Nice and easy, nice and relaxed. Okay, so when I say down, it's down. We'll press up and up. Down. 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 Down, 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 and jogging. Breathing into the nose, out to the mouth. Okay, once you go, start sloping to the left. Go. Change. change, and jogging. This time when I say down, going backwards, coming up, going to come up, bring your left leg underneath your body, rotate to your right, come up, in guards over here, there, come up, and rotate. So rotate to your left, come up into guard, in the opposite direction, okay? So, with me, down, and jogging, down, and jogging. Nice and easy, nice and relaxed. Okay, when I say go, hands on the left leg, right knee up to your elbow. With me. Go! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 on the side. 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 and jogging. Okay, same again. This time kicking out. Right leg first. So bouncing your left leg, kicking out with your right. Okay, with me. Go! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 on the side. 1, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Jogging. Second to left. Go. Change. Change. Okay, and stop there. Okay. 10 press ups on my call. Okay, as you come up, from the press up, you'll hear, come up, arm out to the front, as if you're going to shake hands. If you're working with your partner, actually shake hands, okay? But I want you to hold your hand out there if you're on your own, just for a pause, as if that was happening, so it's not a grab and drop, okay? So, with me, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, 7 for 10, all the way down and hold. 7. Hold. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Up. Got to shake hands. 8, 9, and 10. Good, okay, on your backs. 25 wood chops. 25 wood chops, off you go. Okay, once you've done that, up and circling. Take a break, 25 seconds. And stop. Good. Okay, press up position again. This time what we're going to do is you're going to bring up the rear leg and tap it with your hand. So you're here, you do your press up, down, up, and then tap. The thing with this, try and keep your body as parallel to the floor as possible when you do it. So rather than sort of doing this, you know, and tapping, try and keep your shoulders as square as possible. So you're here, there, like that. So you're really balancing yourself and using your core to keep yourself stable between your opposite leg and opposite hand. Okay, so on my call, back straight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, on your backs. Okay, so for this one, obviously 6 legs hit 6 inches off the floor, up to vertical, out, around, and back 6 inches off the floor. So you're here, up to vertical, out, and around, and then we start all over again. Okay? So 10 of those with me. Get ready. 6 inches off the floor. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, on your feet. Okay, so what we're going to practice now is skipping kicks. So we're going to work from here. We're going to do 10 skipping front kicks. Okay, so it's like this. So we're going to skip in, down, step back. Skip in, down, step back. Okay, so we're going to do 10 skipping front kicks. Put the foot down, step back. What you're working on here is fluidity. You're in your guard position. You work from being here, you know. Everything goes from below the hips. I don't see anybody jumping up. Just think about flowing forward, do a nice skipping front kick. Okay, so with me, I'll call them out. Get ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. Now we'll do the same thing. Out of round poses. So we're here, step down, and step back for a count of 10. Okay, get ready with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Okay, same thing again. Side kicks. So we're here, side kick, step down, step back into guard position. Okay? For 10. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, deep breath in and relax. Okay, we're going to do the same thing to opposite guard, okay? So right foot forward, opposite guard, exactly the same thing, skipping front kick, step down, step back into guard position, okay? So opposite guard, front kick, with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, this time out to roundhouse. So there, step down and step back. Okay, so here, down and step back into guard. Okay, so with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, last one, opposite guard, skipping side kick. So here, side kick, down, and step back. Okay, so with me, get ready. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. Okay, excellent. Have a breather, grab a drink. Deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth. Integration, revision. Rolls, high ones and long ones, okay? So, the high roll here, and the long roll. Okay? Obviously something you need to practice a lot. It's best to do it with nice sort of spongy mats and work your way up to it. We've been through this before, but we'll obviously go through it again. The best thing to do is start with something low. Okay? So this could be a chair or whatever, but I would suggest that you don't start with something that's got hard edges, because you're going to hurt yourself. Alright? If you're in a restricted space, don't do it. Okay? One thing you need is like probably, what do we get here, about 4 meters of space is a minimum. Okay? It's probably best if you can do it outside with a nice thick mat. Is always good. Inside, you want to think about your positioning and practicing almost without the box to start off with. So let's put over there for just a second. As I said before, what I'm trying to do here is I'm trying to increase the amount of time between my feet, my feet leaving the floor and my hands touching it. So when we're practicing, you've got to kind of start from here and do a bit of that, okay? So you're practicing where normally you would come in here and you put your hands on the floor and roll and all of that, okay? But here, you're going to practice there. And getting that sort of confidence to jump into the roll, okay? So when you're doing it, you've also got to get your legs up in the air. Because if you just you're here and you sort of drag your legs forward as you do it, you're going to go through the obstacle rather than over it. So you've got to kind of flick your legs up into the air a little bit. And what I say to people is, look, it's almost like doing a handstand. It's that feeling of kind of using your back muscles, arching your back, getting your legs in the air. So you kind of like here, there, like this, and legs up in the air, and roll. It's that sort of feeling. Okay, so with your obstacle here. Okay, as you can see I have limited space. So I'm going to try and reach over, and as I start to lose my balance, I push off my my rear feet, okay, and go into the roll. So I'm here, lose balance, and over the top, okay? Now, as I said before, the hand positioning is exactly the same, okay? When you go towards the floor, my hands are not out in front of me, they're to the side, because I'm going down over my shoulder, tucking my chin in, and doing all those good things that I need to do for my safety, okay? So I'm here, leaning forward, legs up again, down, and roll, and then we make it. So, okay, so, and then what you do is you bring the height up a little bit. Bring the height up a little bit to increase the difficulty of what you're doing, okay? Now, what I'm aiming to do here, actually that's not a very good one, let me change that for a second. Let's put this on top. Okay, so what I'm trying to do here is I'm trying to, each time, start the jump earlier and get my knees up a little bit more, okay? So I'm there, like this, and I've really almost got to start jumping from this position, so it's quite a long way to the floor, okay? This is why you need to build it up over time, okay? It's not something you can, and it's not a gag, it's not something you can jump into immediately, all right? Okay, so here, I'm leaning, legs up, roll, and I'm in, okay? Now you can build this up because ideally, you're supposed to be able to go over something that's nearly your own waist height. Now generally, if you're going to do that, you do need a little bit of run up because you're going to need a spring, and it's quite difficult to do from a standing start. Let's see if I can increase the height of this a little bit. Okay, if I remember right there, I mucked this up last time, so let's see if I can regain my shame. Okay. I think with the height of the ceiling here, it's going to be quite difficult, but we'll give it a go, okay? So, here we go. Oh! I was about to say, and the polystyrene is still standing, okay? But you get the idea, you know, I'm over there, you're getting that sort of height level and doing your roll. Okay, so, now then, let's move on to the longer one. This one here is in much the same way. What you're doing here is it's just something that's a bit further away. Now, what they talk about is the distance has to be at least 1 metre. Now, I'm not sure if you can see the lines on the floor here. Okay, but we're there. What I need to do, I'll go back a little bit here. What I need to do is start from here and do my roll. Now, it's essentially the same. I'm leaning, okay, and as I get towards the point where I'm starting to fall, I need to throw myself forwards. As I throw myself forwards, I do exactly the same thing and tuck in. Now, one thing I see quite a lot of people doing is basically doing a Superman dive into the floor, okay? If you're going to do this, you have got to go up and down. Because if you do a Superman dive into the floor, you haven't got the flexibility in your back to do the roll. So you've got to go up and down, okay? And if you look at where my box was, and I was here, and where I was landing, it's pretty much a metre anyway. So it's almost exactly the same technique, but just you're thinking about extending a little bit more. So I'm here, and I'm going to go forwards, get my bum up in the air to help with the roll, and go to there, all right? So one more time, we're here. As I'm falling, I'm going to push my heels, stick my bum up in the air, and roll. So here, and up, okay? So, there we go. So those are the 2 rolls that you need to do, okay? And that's what I'd like you to practice. You should have plenty of space around you, preferably something soft on the floor. If you haven't, just use a duvet or something just to, if you've got a hard floor, just to take some of the impact out of your shoulder. And work on the basics, okay? Almost doing a handstand, getting your bum in the air, and folding into a roll, okay? However, this being the last session, we can't continue without doing 30 press-ups. Off you go. Okay, off you go. Technique 1. Defending against a 2-step stab to the chest or body. Okay, so this is a revision of the 2-step stab. 2-step stab or 1-step and lunge. Okay, is here, bang, or here. Okay, so you have time, and therefore you have options. Okay, time and distance. Okay, well, time equals distance, and distance equals time. So you have more range. You see the intention. The two options you have: skip to the side, kick to the solar plexus, move in, grab the knife, simultaneous 360. Move in, striking here, disarm, okay? Or, as the stab comes in, roll to the side, side kick, go back into guard. Or if it's a little bit later, going to the side, as a roundhouse, striking into the floating ribs, and then down to the floor, okay? So this is a revision of those 3 techniques. So just going through them quite quickly. Stab is coming in, okay? I'm going to move to the inside of it, okay? So I'm going to say for the purposes of this that the guy's coming in and he's striking with his right hand. Here, I therefore move to my right, here, and I kick directly into the solar plexus. You know by now that any kick that we do, we transmit as much body weight as we possibly can. So we're here, boom, okay? The knife is going to be here, we're going to step in, grab, and simultaneously punch, and then from here, bam, you know, it's exactly the same as your standard 360 knife defense, okay? So the first part, from neutral position, you see the attack come in, a right-handed stab to here, okay? So I'm going to come, move my left leg across, kick with my right, come in, okay? Punch and grab the shoulder, knee to the groin, come back, get the knife through, and then you can do your disarm, okay? So you go to the inside of the knife, striking the solar plexus, okay? Second one, it comes in here. This time I'm going to go to the outside of the knife here, and side kick to the floating ribs. So the knife is coming into this area here, okay, so it's a high stab up there. I'm turning to the side. You see what I'm doing with my foot here? I'm stepping to give my hips enough flexibility to be able to do the kick. So we're here, there, and back again. So we're here, come back up into guard. Now, if you've kicked him, okay, from that distance, your leg is going to be longer than his arm in most cases. Okay, so at that point he'll be here, and the knife won't be there. If you've mucked up the technique and you've missed or you've glanced off his stomach or his back, the knife will be here. So it's really important. Keep that elbow tucked in. So you're here, there, okay, this position, kick, then you come up, here, elbow down. It may be that, you know, you're here, you've now got the arm and you're grabbing, or you just come here and now you can move into attack because you've done an effective strike in the killed around the ribs, okay? So you're going to be here, drop, kick, to this position here and ready. Third one, stab coming in, going to the outside of the arm, turn the foot, come down, outer roundhouse, and then strike here, because the outer roundhouse is going to go to the ribs, but because they're that much closer, okay, and you use the outer roundhouse when the side kick is no longer an option, so they come much closer, you're going to end up with the arm here. So you'll take yourself out of the line here, outer roundhouse to there. All right, so there, outer roundhouse, rotate back, grab an arm and strike. I've said it many times before. Tucking this elbow in on both strikes with the side kick or the outer roundhouse, really important. Okay. The reason why is because the knife is coming in here. If I turn like this, bang, and I'm like that, I'm massively open to the knife. Massively open. So I must keep that elbow tucked in. You know, I'm here like this, protecting my throat, tucking my chin in like this as I rotate. So when I do the side kick here, There, elbow, everything tucked in, side kick, bang, and then I come back, and as I come back, the elbow's tucked in. Same for the outer roundhouse. I'm here, I tuck in, there, outer roundhouse, and come back, and the whole time that elbow is really planted into the lower part of my body to provide myself as much protection against my floating ribs and my lower abdomen as possible. Okay, so this is what we're going to do. We're going to do each one twice. So when I say one, okay, we're going to do the one where you're going to the inside of the arm, here, skipping to the solar plexus, striking, grabbing, here, and disarm. Okay, when I say one. One. And again. One. One. Good, okay. This time when I say one, we're going to be here, tuck in, side kick, and back into guard. Okay? So get ready. This time, we're turning, remember you're turning to the outside of the knife arm. Okay? So they're attacking with the right, so you're turning towards your left. Okay? One. And again. One. And again. One. Okay. Final one. Same thing. This time we're turning as a roundhouse, striking. Okay. So we come out of the outer roundhouse here. Okay. Outer roundhouse. Bang. Elbow down. Grabbing the arm. Striking. Okay. Coming in here. Knee in the floating ribs. Come back. And a wrist lock to the floor. Okay. So, with me, one, and again, one, and again, one. Okay, so that's what I want you to practice. So you're going to go through. Do 3 of each of those, so coming to the inside of the stabbing arm, king to the solar plexus, then to the outside of the stabbing arm using the side kick, and then the outside of the stabbing arm with the outer roundhouse coming in to do a strike to the floating ribs and a wrist lock to the floor. Okay, but before we do that, 30 press-ups. Okay, off you go. And stop there. Okay, so active content, shadow boxing. You'll know what shadow boxing is all about. I don't really need to explain it any further. All I want to do is to reiterate that you need to apply as many different techniques as you can. You know, elbow strikes, uppercuts, hook punches, inverted hook punches, hook kicks, back kicks, crushing kicks, all of those things, okay? So spinning crescent kicks, spinning hook kicks, everything that you have within your repertoire. What I would suggest that you do is to ensure that as you go through, you think about moving, and when you initially strike, and when you do that, think about each time you're using a different hand position, you know, from here, or a punch, or a palm, just so that you're varying every single one of the beginning motions. I find that it helps me to work through, and I'll start off, you know, and the first one will be here, and then I'll move. My second set will be to the one side, then the third to the right, fourth to the back. And then I'm going to start off again. I'm going to start off right. The skipping front kick will be my first motion, and then I'm here. It's going to be skipping out a roundhouse as the next motion. And then when I've done, you know, my sort of whatever it is, 6 or 7 kicks like that, then I'm going to start off with the pop kick as the first motion. So I'm really working through and making a point of saying, right, okay, I'm going to start with a different attacking motion, therefore I'm making sure that I'm using all of my various technical abilities. Okay, so 30 press-ups. Okay, so get on guard. 3, 2, 1, go! Stop. Okay, 30 seconds. Okay, on guard. 3, 2, 1, go! And stop. Okay, 30 seconds. Okay, on guard. 3, 2, 1, go. And stop. Okay, take a breather. Have a drink. Breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth. Technique 2, side roll. Okay, so when we're practicing this, we're all previously been used for our body going forwards, tucking our head down and rolling that way, and going across, the impact on the floor, going from shoulder to opposite hip. Now in this case, we're being pushed directly from the side here. Okay, so we're falling that way. And it may be there's an obstruction or a slip on a bottle or or the floor is wet or whatever it happens to be, and I go towards the floor, and I'm going here. It's difficult to see, you can do a break fall, fine, but I may want to get up. So what I'm going to do is, rather than sometimes what I see people doing is turning and then turning it into a forwards roll, we're going to do a sideways roll. Now if I do it from my knees here, okay, it's easier to see. The sideways roll actually is you're turning your fingers towards you. So you're here like this, okay? And so then you're going down there, like here, rolling across the back, coming up, rotating, and coming up into guard, facing the direction that you came from. The thing obviously to be aware of is that you're not landing on your elbow. So what you're kind of doing is you're almost scooping with your hand like this, boom, as you go towards the floor. So it's a light contact. So it's not like a full contact like you would do with your hands here if you were doing a forwards roll, because this runs the risk of slamming your elbow into the floor. You will slam your elbow into the floor anyway, but you don't want to use it as a brake, okay, because it will break, okay, so there you go. So what we're going to do is you're going to go towards the floor. As you go towards the floor, you kind of go there, like that, okay? And you curl your back as you roll. So you're here, your hands there, you curl, and then you move, okay? And then you're bringing your legs over the top. So if you're standing up and practicing, okay, the first thing you're doing is you think about, I'm going down towards the floor here, I'm putting my hand down, but I'm putting it with my fingers pointing, towards the direction of where I've been pushed from, okay, so in towards my body here, okay? So I'm there, I'm going towards the floor, that position there, and I'm scooping here, rolling, coming up, and facing the guard. Like I said, because you've practiced a lot going forward over the shoulder, it'll feel a bit weird going across the back, right? But that's fine, okay, so it's a different technique, we'll have to get used to it. But when you're doing this, I want you to really think about curling your shoulders in, okay? Because here, it's very easy, like this, there, to land flat, okay? You've got to kind of curl your shoulders in so you create, you know, a rolling, or a roll ability with your back. So you're here, there, curl, there. So you're curling your shoulders in to be able to create a little bit of that roll. Because, you know, we talked about it loads of times, but if your back is flat when you hit the floor, you find it much more difficult to roll because it just sort of stops your rolling ability. So what I want you to do is you're going to practice it in 2 stages. You're going to practice from your knees, okay, and to do the roll and then get up into guard. And then you're going to practice from standing up. From the knees is no different, okay, so you're here, you roll, you come up, here, guard, facing the opposite position, alright? So you're here, alright, fingers in towards, tuck the shoulders in, here, there, roll, up, into guard. And then you just adapt that to leaning that way and doing the roll from standing up. So you're here, and up. Okay, here, and up. Okay? Now, if your roll is quick, you can find yourself on your feet as part of the roll. If it's less quick, you'll find you have to adjust your feet slightly. So if I do a slightly slower one, so we're here, there, you might find yourself here and coming up, okay? But if you do a good curl with your back and move through it quite quickly, you'll find it brings you straight back up onto your feet. So you're here and straight, okay? Something to practice anyway. Try, as you saw there, I kind of went diagonally. There is a reason for that. As you go here, there is a tendency to head off over there. Again, practice, practice, practice. Try and think about going directly in a line here. Okay, so you're here. Okay, then you get your sideways roll. But while you're practicing and you're not really thinking about direction, you're just thinking about coming up and being in a good position, you'll find you kind of end up going all over the place a little bit sometimes. So when you found that you've got a good roll, that's working well for you, adjust it and try and get yourself in a nice straight line. Okay? Right, before we start, 30 press-ups. Okay, so when you finish that, off you go. And stop there. Okay, back to shadow. So, just reiterating what I said before about starting each of your movements in a different direction, using all of the techniques that you have in your lexicon, if you like. The thing that I would like you to think about this time, think about the qualities that you're thinking about, is about breathing and body weight. Okay, so as we're moving here, you're breathing out. There, you're rotating. You know, you're throwing your body weight with each kick, each punch. Okay, really thinking about, you know, you're doing a shadow. You know, you're doing all of these various different techniques, but as you're doing them as well as you possibly can. One thing I often find is that when I'm doing here, you know, there's not much motion with that rear hip. You know, you kind of, not that you get lazy, but you're thinking about other things and you don't really think about the rotation of your hip as you're striking. So again, it's the habit of being here and really making a point of throwing that hip in. Okay, it doesn't have to be a full rotation around, but you want to think about, okay, yeah, I really threw the hip in with that punch. You know, when you're doing your kick, you're throwing your kick, and then you know your body's rotating. You've got your guard in good position. There, you know. When you're thinking about throwing punches, bang, bang. Okay. Coming in for a low hook, you know, and the motion of your body weight, okay, is going into the strike each time. So those are the qualities I want you to think about. Do all the stuff that you've done before, okay, but doing it with good breathing and good body weight, okay? But before we start, you know what's coming. Okay, 30 press-ups. Okay, when you finish that, get ready. Okay, on guard. 3, 2, 1, go! Stop. Okay, 30 seconds. Okay, on guard. 3, 2, 1, go! And stop. Okay, 30 seconds. Okay, on guard. 3, 2, 1, go. And stop. Okay, take a breather. Have a drink. Breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth. Self-defense scenario, pulling hair grabs from the front, from the side, and from the opposite side of the head to the side. Okay, so first things first, the hair is being grabbed and being pulled. Okay, so this is not a static hair grab where you step back and kick, you're being pulled, okay? So your body weight is being pulled forwards. So the first thing you're going to do here is take a long step, okay, to get your balance back, okay? As you do that, you're going to simultaneously strike up into the groin, okay? And strike up with your forearm, a bit like a 360 here, like close to your own hair, striking probably into his lower forearm or wrist, ideally, to get that hand off your hair. Okay? So you're going to be here, you're going to be pulled forward, long step, bam, is the first motion. Second motion, elbow strike, then a knee, and then you can carry on and do whatever else you want to do. Okay, so what we're assuming here, person's grabbing hold of my hair with her right hand. Okay, so I'm pulled here, so a long step forward with my left. Okay, so we're here, long step forward with the left. And when I say one, we're all going to do it together. When I say one, it's going to be a long step, strike up into the groin, strike that hand off the hair. Okay, so leaning forward and one. Okay, from that position, 2, elbow strike to the head, grab the shoulder, knee to the groin, and then you can carry on in whatever way you think is suitable. Okay, so we're here, leaning forward, and 1, long step, strike, strike. Okay, grab an elbow strike, knee to the groin, and then carry on. Okay, so and again with me, leaning forward, and 1, 2, elbow strike, 3, grab, knees to the groin, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever you want to do, okay? Obviously, as you're working with it, if you're working with a partner, you get all of that physical feedback and you can see where they are and what they're doing, and you can see that what targets are available. If you're on your own, visualization is absolutely key. So we're here, leaning forward, bang, there's the groin. Bang, okay, knocked his head over that way. From here now, I'm going to grab both sides here, into the groin, okay? Now from this position here, what I could do is grab his hair, okay? Arm in the air, push your head down towards the floor and control him that way. Or I could grab both hands on his head and drag him to the floor. Or from this position, grab his hair, step back, knee up into the head. There's many different variations. And visualization really helps you, okay? And it allows you to adapt and work out what are the most efficient and effective strikes from that position. However, one thing I must always say, and I do always say, is that the first technique is the most important. Okay, this bit here, okay, is the most important. You get that right, you probably won't need anything else. Okay, but certainly here, bang, bang, okay, bang, get all those ones right, the rest of it becomes irrelevant. Okay, so this is why we drill these first techniques, really well into you. Okay, so one more time. It's going to go through, leaning forward, and 1, 2, elbow strike, knee, and then carry on and strike. All right. Being pulled from the side. Okay. Being pulled from the side using the right hand. Sorry, it is pulling me from my left hand side. So we're here like this, exactly the same way. I'm stepping forward to the left, up to the groin, and everything else is exactly the same from that point on. Okay, we're here from the side, here we're falling, we turn, strike to the groin, and then it's elbow, knee, everything else you want to do. Okay, so with me, put it from the side, leaning, and go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, and again, leaning. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Now then, slightly more difficult. Okay, so again, I'm being pulled from the same side. Okay. Again, but what they're doing is they're coming round here. Okay, and they're pulling me this way. Now, normal sort of Krav Maga thinking would say, nearest weapon to nearest target, and you turn and strike to here. What I find really dangerous about this is that you're turning into a more controlled grip by him or her, okay? So this is what they're doing, they're grabbing your hair from the opposite side here. If you turn in this way, they can easily turn that. Even if you go to strike them, all they've got to do is turn like this. It takes the groin a little bit out of your range, and it can turn it into quite a difficult headlock for you. Okay, so this is one of the sort of the exceptions to the rule, because instead of here, I may be turning there. What I'm going to do is actually going to turn the other way. So I'm going to turn this way. So the hand is here, the right hand is here. They're pulling from there, and so we're there, turning, and bring my right hand up here. Okay, so I'm going to their forearm to break the grip off my hair. Then I'm going to trap the hand. Strike, strike, knee, and then here I can do a takedown. Okay, so I do it from this side here. Okay, so I'm being pulled like this. So instead of turning this way into their body, I'm going to go around the other way. So the hand's here. I'm going to bring my right arm up here. So I'm there, right arm up, turn. Okay, blocking here, trapping, striking, striking, striking. Grab the hand, up into the floating ribs, down into the floor. Okay, so one more time. So we're here, being pulled this way, and so we're falling this way. So there, we're going to go up here and turn, trap, and strike, grab, knee the floating ribs, boom, and down. Okay, so let's do that together. Nice and easy, nice and slow. Okay, so you're being pulled, okay, from your left, So you're going this way, okay? So your weight is on your left leg. So you're going to your right arm up, rotate backwards, your left arm up as well. So we're here, okay? Broken the grip off, okay? Trap the arm down. So now we've got a clear picture of the head here. Striking, 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 okay? Hand, now two hands gripping the arm here, bang! Striking into the floating ribs or maybe into the outside of the leg here, boom, okay? And then here I can turn this into a wrist lock and go down, okay? Doing it from the other side, okay? So here, we're being pulled from our left, there, we're going to rotate around, right hand up, left hand up, so now I'm striking the back of his wrist and his forearm, here, rotating, trapping the arm with my left, punch, strike, punch the side of the head, grabbing that forearm into the side of the leg, or up into the floating ribs, and here now into the takedown. Okay. So those are three we're going to work on. So we're just going to practice. Okay. Or what I'd like you to practice is 3 times. You're going to practice this one. So you're going to be here, leaning forward, lose your balance, and 1, 2, 3, strike, 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 whatever you want to do. And then 3 of the one where you're being pulled from the side. Okay, so you're being pulled this way. Here, 1, 2, 3. Okay, bang, bang, bang. Okay, and then finally 3 times from here where you're being pulled this way. Hands on this side, remember. Rotating up, trap, strike, strike, strike. Here, floating ribs, and down. Okay, so that's what I'd like to practice. However, before we do that, 30 press-ups. Okay, when you finish that, off you go. And stop there. Okay, find yourself a space, 30 press-ups. Okay, on your back, 120 crunches. 120 crunches. Okay, when you finish that, 30 press-ups. Okay, then on your side, 60 side crunches on your left. Off you go. Okay, now, when you finish that, 30 press-ups. Off you go. And on the other side, 60 side crunches. When you finish that, left leg forward, right leg tucked in. Other side. Okay, left foot forward, right leg behind. Okay, other side. Feet round, grab your toes, head out back straight, straight heels forwards. You can't go any further. Deep breath in and push. Deep breath in and push. Deep breath in and push. And relax. Okay, bring your heels in, your knees down towards the floor, your feet in as far as you can. Okay, and relax. Keep your legs a little bit more back. And separate them as far as you can. Okay, fold yourself over your right leg. And up, and over your other leg. Okay, one hand in front, one behind. Shout, separate your feet. Right arm under your right ankle, turn your body over and stretch. And up, other side. And up, one hand in front, one behind, one as you can. Okay, arms in front, try and get your stomach down to the space in front and your forearms on the floor. Okay, deep breath in, and lean. Deep breath in, and lean. Deep breath in, and lean. And relax. Okay, bring your legs in. Bring your legs about. Okay, roll back over your shoulder. Up into guard. Okay, hands on your hips, nice big rotations. Other way. Okay, chin to your chest, roll your head around. Back behind your head. Chin to your chest, and back the other way. Stretching up. Left arm across the body. And right arm across the body. Left arm behind the head. And right arm behind the head. Right, feet together, bend your knees forward and backwards. Head up, back straight. Rotating your knees clockwise, anti-clockwise. Right toes on the floor. And left toes on the floor. Left hand over right, rotate your wrists. Okay, So, congratulations, well done. You have now completed the full 16-week Krav Maga Classes Online development course. Okay, you've been through, I don't know, 45 to 55 techniques, somewhere around that area. You've done solid 90-minute sessions with fitness training, focusing on developing your own abilities, kicks, punches, groundwork, rolls, break falls, all of that stuff. Okay, it's quite an achievement and it's a big block of training. Okay, if this is your first time that you've been through it, okay, then you kind of need to do it again. Okay, within the FEKM, this 16 weeks of techniques are something that's repeated 2 to 3 times over the year, because we are, one grading a year. And it's not enough just to go through things once. You need to go through it again, at least a second time, if not a third, to practice it on a weekly basis to make sure that those techniques are within you and they're solid and they're reactions rather than something you necessarily have to think about. Okay. The Krav Maga training that we do, it starts off, the fundamentals, the core skills, the integration, and then there is training beyond that as well. Okay, but these 3 courses are the things that are probably the core of all the self-defense stuff that you will ever require. The way that we view our Krav Maga training is that it starts off and it's very much about self-defense. What happens if, the scenarios, what happens if somebody grabs you like this, what happens if somebody grabs you like this, what happens if somebody goes to punch you. And towards the end of the integration course, okay, after 3 years of training, you should be pretty capable. Okay, but if you're following this structure, okay, and like I said, if this is your first time through it, then first thing you do, back to the beginning again. Okay, next week. Really, really important to embed the techniques and become better and better and better. If you have any questions at all, please feel free to contact me via the site. I'll be more than happy to help you out with anything you've got a problem with. But right now, I just want to say congratulations, well done, and I hope you enjoy your further Krav Maga training. Feet together, hands by your sides. Bow. Well done. Good work, good work.